Hello and welcome to another session of Street Hustle Academy. My name is Chinedu and I'm your coach on this session. All right, probably you are a worker or a staff or an employee in an organization and you are earning a salary. Every month, every 30 days, you are paid salary for work done. While that is okay and that is fine, um, a lot of people find it difficult to see reasons why they should do a side hustle. Why should they do a side hustle despite the fact that they are earning salaries and those salaries are actually very, large, huge, fantastic, juicy. People look forward to the kind of jobs that pay them, huge amounts of money at the end of the day as salary. But I have a question for you. All right. As an employee of that company, that big company that everybody dreams to work in, are you a shareholder? Do you have a stake in the company? Are you part of the owners of that company? Please don't get it wrong, don't get it mixed up by saying yes, you take a share of the profit. No. Taking a share of the profit probably at the end of the year, which is called profit sharing, is quite different from being a shareholder. Sharing from the profit is done as long as you are working in that company. But when you stop working there, of course, you stop collecting shares. You stop collecting profit at the end of the year. So, if you are not a shareholder, there's bad news. Bad news is you will leave the company in one of these three ways. One of these three things must happen to you if you are a staff in any company where you're earning salary. Your exit from that company must happen in one of these three ways. The first is you may resign. All right? That's the first R. I call it the 3 R's. The first one is resignation. So you may be frustrated into resigning, or you may resign willfully in order to get another job. But resignation really means that you have put in a word or you have penned down your intention to leave service. What has led to that decision to leave service? It's entirely up to you. However, that is one way to exit, by resignation. The second way that you can exit that company is through retrenchment. Retrenchment, yes, and that is very popular at these times, very common at these times when people are losing their jobs due to the economic hardship. Companies are finding it difficult to pay salaries, cost of running businesses are going high, and so retrenchment is, bound to happen once in a while. Now, if you are retrenched, you have also left the company, whether willfully or unwillfully. Retrenchment is the second way in which you will leave the organization that you are working with. So, it's either you resign or you are retrenched, which is of no fault of yours, right? And then lastly, the last R. Let's assume you worked so hard, so well, you were not frustrated to resigning, you were not retrenched. You will eventually reach the age where you will be asked to retire. So, resign, retrench, retire. All starts with the letter R. And this must happen to you if you're an employed person in any of the companies. So what do you do to protect yourself in the event of any of these eventualities, right? Start thinking of a side hustle. Think of a side business that you can start growing that will not conflict with what you are already doing now as an employee. You don't want to be in competition with your employers. That is 100% wrong. But you can start thinking of a side hustle to do. And if you look at my previous videos, I spoke about what kind of business can you do. watch that video and you'll be able to get an insight into what I was talking about. So if you didn't resign and you are not retrenched, certainly you will be retired. That is compulsory because it comes with age. Now, it's also possible that you do not know what to do. You are not interested in entrepreneurship. All your life, you always want to, work for a salary. And now you are out of a job. What can you do with your life? Not everybody needs to own or run a business, right? But if you have put aside money over a period of time, you can now invest in a thriving business. You may not be involved in day-to-day running of the business, but your money is in another business that is working for you, and then you are being paid. Next question will be, so what kind of companies or what kind of business do I invest my money in order to be able to get returns when I retire? That is a video and a session for another time. Until then, please remember that whatever happens at your employment or your current employment position, one day you may resign, you may be retrenched, or ultimately you will retire. The earlier you start getting a side hustle or invest in another person's side hustle, the better for you. If you have found this video useful in any way or exciting, please don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share, so you'll be the first to know when next we post a new video. Can't wait to see you again soon. Till I come your way again next time, take care. Bye.